同学们大家好 Welcome and welcome back to my channel. This is your teacher Savannah, who's here to help you connect to Chinese language and culture. In this video, we're going to discuss Pinyin spelling rules, special sounds in Pinyin, and how we apply tone marks for Pinyin syllables. Alright, let's jump right into it. The general spelling rule is just spelling initial and final with tone. Initials are consonant, finals are vowels. Most Chinese Pinyin syllables consist of an initial, a final, and a tone. But some characters don't have initials. When there is no initial for a syllable starting with simple final E, E is written as letter Y. For example, we have a character ya means duck. In this syllable, the pronunciation doesn't involve an initial. We just change simple final E into letter Y. So basically, when you see a Pinyin syllable starting with letter Y, you can think of Y as simple final E. Other syllables that apply this rule include ye is written as ye, yan is written as yan, Yao is written as Yao. Young is written as Young. Yong is written as Yong. Yo is written as Yo. Remember, this Yo is spelled as E-O, Yo. That's why we change this I to Y. So that's why Yo is written as this. There are three more syllables. Yin, when it's used as a standalone syllable, we just place an extra letter Y before yin as a placeholder. Yang. We do have characters that are pronounced as E, so E, same rule, we just put an extra letter Y before E. The reason we have this rule is pretty easy to understand. For example, we do know that Pinyin is spelled as Pinyin. Without this rule, is Pinyin. It's very difficult to separate Pinyin as two syllables. That's why we need this letter Y as a separator between syllables. Let's move on to rule number 2. Similar to rule number 1, simple final U becomes letter W if it is not preceded by an initial. For example, we have a character Wa meaning frog. It doesn't involve an initial. In this case, we write simple final U as letter W. So basically, letter W in Pinyin equals simple final U. Other syllables that apply this rule include Wo is written as Wo, Y is written as Y, Wan is written as Wan, Wang is written as Wang. If we give it a second tone, it becomes Wang. That's common Chinese last name. Wong is written as Wen is written as. Please note here, this Wen is spelled as U-N, Wen. That's why we changed this simple final U to W. We do have some characters that pronounce as U. We place an extra W before U as a placeholder to separate syllables. Okay, let's move on to rule number 3. This rule is also similar to rule number 1 and 2. When a Pinyin syllable starts with simple final U without an initial, we write letter Y before U and omit the final U's two dots. Other syllables that apply this rule include Yue is written as Yue. We place the letter Y before Yue and omit the two dots. Yuan is written as Yuan. Yun is written as Yun. And for a character that's pronounced as Yu, we just simply put Y before Yu and omit the two dots. When initials Ji, Qi, Xi go with any final with Yu in it, we omit Yu's two dots. If we look at this pinyin table, under Yu group, we only have several pinyin syllables. When the initials are ji, qi, xi, the two dots are omitted. But when the initials are n and l, the two dots are not omitted. And you can see that the initial ji, qi, xi don't go with any final under U group. Whenever you see these 12 pinyin syllables, it looks like U, but they are actually Yu. We do have some characters that are pronounced using only one final without any separators. For example, an as in Tian'anmen. When we write Tian'anmen as one word, it's hard to separate Tian'an. So in this case, we just simply put apostrophe there. Another example, we have a word 呢与女儿 means daughter. So 女 and 儿, two finals very close to each other. It's hard to separate them as two syllables, so we simply put a apostrophe right here. Alright, let's move on to the special sounds we have in Pinyin. The reason that we call them special sounds is because they are not spelled. We need to remember how they are pronounced. So the 7 of them are 滋, 呲, 丝, 知, 吃, 诗, 日. The initial is pronounced as z, z. Just keep pronouncing it z, 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 z. Next one, ts, ts. And just keep pronouncing it ts, 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 ts. Next one, s, 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 zh, 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 ch, 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 sh, sh. Don't forget to curl the tip of your tongue a little bit to your upper palate. And the last one sounds like the ending sound of zh, ch, sh. So it sounds like when we pronounce zh, ch, sh, the ending sound is You can do this to find the pronunciation. Alright, let's move on to the next part, how to apply tone mark. So first thing to know is that the tone mark for the pinyin syllable is for the whole syllable. But where do we put the tone mark? The rule is that we place it on the main vowel. When we only have a simple final in a pinyin syllable, ma, it's easy, just put it on top of a. When we have a double final, it's definitely on top of a. For an. When we have a compound final that is spelled by a simple final and double final, such as 播一安边, we know that this E is a transitional sound. It's not considered as the main vowel for this syllable. So we put it on a main vowel, which is this. Another example, 西域安轩. This is a transitional sound. It has the omitted two dots right here. This is actually yu. 吃无昂窗. We put tone mark on top of that. When the tone mark is on top of E, we need to omit the dot and put the tone mark on top of that. We have that. Alright, this is everything I want to talk about for spelling rules and all the nuances in Pinyin. In our next video, we are going to pronounce every single existing pronunciation using a Pinyin table with 4 tones. For more practice, stay tuned. I'll see you guys in my next video. 再见.